All right, we have a function. We're told the domain, -3 to 3, and we're given a portion of the graph. Part A, we want to complete the graph if the function is even. Now, even graphs are symmetric, okay, about the y-axis. So that just means that this y-axis, we can take our curve and flip it across that, and we'll get the rest of the curve. So it's going to kind of come around like that. It looks like it's going to touch. So here we've got just a little bit past 1, so we'll go a little bit past -1. That's what we'd go through. And we kind of repeat and go down with that little loop, and we don't quite get to 2. Okay, and we come up, and then we're going to get to right there. So, okay, now I'm not a very good artist, so I didn't trust myself to draw that. There's a little sketch of it. I'm going to now I'm going to cheat and use my symmetry tool. I need to move it over. And I'm just going to trace the curve to the right. There we go. You can see my little sketch was not very close. Okay, so there's our completed graph if it's even, because it's symmetric about that line. All right. Now for part B, we want to complete it if the graph is odd. So odd is symmetric about the origin, which is a little bit harder to see. About the origin. Okay, so we're to say each point we flip it across the origin. There's the origin right there at the center. And so to do that, you can look at any point, any coordinate, and flip the x and the y to be negative. So, at this point right here, whatever the coordinate is there, let's say 0.75, and then, well, maybe 0.75. You can flip them and then make them negative. So it gives you a negative 0.75 and a negative 0.75. So that would put you down right around there. So that point jumps across and ends up right there. Okay, so we'd start down here and kind of come up like that, and then here's our little hump, and come down. So maybe something like that. Again, not very close. Let's see if I can use my tool for that as well. And it's gonna put it in all 4 different quadrants here as I trace this, but I'm gonna erase what I don't need. Oops. All right, and now I only need the one down here, so I can erase everything that didn't, the portions that I don't need. That's just my little cheat tool. Oh. All right, and there's the rest of the graph. Now, we don't really see clearly in this graph how what's happening at 0. It looks like it's that point up there. And actually, we need to look at our definition because there's something else that needs to go on. F of negative x has to equal negative f of x. So actually, this cannot be a filled-in point because for odd functions, the filled-in point has to be at the origin.